What's up, y'all? It's your main man, Killer B, the goddamn witch finder general. If you got a witch, I'll burn their asses up every goddamn time. What's up? What's up? What's up? So, I'm doing this video today on the red flag laws, right? And what's this thing? How can I do this thing here? Get this thing off of the. Hold on. All right, this is coming from Kalayan Nori or some shit, however you pronounce that. I'm just gonna use a news clip from his video, but you guys can go check out that video, and it. I'll use his video as an example to get my point across on what I think about the red flag law and why I think personally it's a good thing to um help curb the cult situation in extremist groups in the country, right? Um, I just learned about this law. I think it's a great law. And there might be some things that need to be worked out, but for what I've heard about it, and I've heard the complaints about certain parts of the law, and I think the people that complain about it are complaining about it because they are a part of themselves. They themselves are a part of a, I just put it out there, cult, quote unquote, right? I had a person on my stream a few months back, right? I'm not gonna say his name. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, right? It's the stop sign guy. I just put it like that. I ain't gonna call him out. But most of the people that hate these laws are people that are part of militias, people that are like pro conservative gun rights and the whole thing. And I want the Cypher to chime in on this too. He's a subscriber of mine. I would like to hear his input on it. Um, the law is not in many states, but it's quite a bit of states in the United States. The law is enacted. So if someone feels that a person that owns a firearm is a danger to society or himself, the judge could make a warrant to go seize that person's guns and have the guns until he has his day in court to explain why he should have his guns back, right? And you also will hear the person that made the complaint why that they should take his guns away. Now, the people that can make these complaints are relatives, friends, people you date, um, like basically immediate family, people that you're basically around or involved with or have relationships with, and police officers, right? Now, for most of the conservative whole militia type group people, that's a red flag for themselves that the police officer can make this decision and get a warrant if they feel that you are not in the right mind or capacity and stuff to handle a firearm, right? And that you might be a danger to people or yourself, right? They said, oh, that's just another step to take our gun rights and stuff, right? And they go off on the whole thing and stuff about it. And I say, it's not that at all. Now, there's some things too, the arguments that they make too, is that there's a lot of laws that are in place that can prevent something bad that happened. And the lawmakers are skipping over those laws and going straight to the red flag law. I agree with that. So, like, if somebody threatened to kill his girlfriend or something, they could be laws that are already set in place that could have protect that person for the beginning to before things even got that far, right? I understand that, but a lot of this stuff It's just people that are in cult mindsets. One of the reason why I brought up the stop sign guy, because I asked him something, right? I said, where did you learn all these things from? Because he had a thing like saying, oh, we shouldn't have to be able to stop. If we want to run a stop sign, we should be able to run a stop sign. If there's nobody there, right? Y'all can go back. Y'all can find it. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And he was a part of a militia group, I believe, at one time. And I started to notice his ideas of the way things should be, or the what he think is right for this country, all are based back to these groups. Now, he says he no longer associates with these people. Now, I know from being in a cult too, when you're a part of groups like these, you have to accept the whole package. You can't accept it halfway. The same thing with liberals and conservatives. You have to take the whole package. You can't be on both sides of the fence. If you are, they put you out. They don't want nothing to do with you. They're going to call you an agent. They're going to call you all these fucking things and shit, right? A communist or whatever, right? For using common sense. Today's show is sponsored by Common Sense. I can show it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Shout out to Tia. So, so these red law things are put in place to protect people. Just like any law is put in place to protect the citizens of the United States, right? Now, I was just talking with someone, and I was talking about the ISUPK did an interview with Vice, right? And they showed them in the gun range and stuff like that, and they believe in the whole race war thing. So, do these people have firearms and to prepare for the race war? To be ready for a race war? Right? If so, these people guns should be confiscated. Because they believe they're going to be on the offense, not the defense. They're going to be on the offense when the race war starts. Right? So, and this will help curb a lot of these situations if those guns are seized because they're in an extremist group within the United States, right? Now, they might not go to jail, but their guns will be seized. Now, when you do that, the person might say, oh, well, fuck the government, the goddamn white man, and all this stuff too, and go and get illegal guns. And you know what happens from there? FBI, ATF gets involved, and these people are finally put in prison. Right? So that's one of the things I like. Where I believe it's a step. It's a step. It's just a step. Might be the first step to rid this country from extremist groups. Now, some extremist groups don't seem extreme at first. And you might, from the outside, they don't seem as extreme. They might just be a bunch of people talking about the goddamn Bible, right? And, whoa, it's in the Bible, so we can't really say anything because it's in the Bible. But the ideology and stuff and the things that they will teach behind the door would lead people to use their firearms and stuff. Just like another example, Christopher Day. I've done plenty of videos. I did about goddamn 5 videos on Christopher Day. And he was a firearm owner that coerced a girl 19 years old to go across the country to go live with him and become his quote-unquote Israelite wife. And she found out that shit wasn't something she wanted to be a part of. She was planning to leave. Somehow, some way, Mr. Christopher Day got the idea that he should shoot this woman in her face. To him, his wife is leaving. There was no ring on her fucking finger. They won't register that with the town or the city as being married. Right? So you got a lot of people with mental illnesses. You got war veterans, and I hate to say to take the war veterans' guns, but goddamn, some of these people not right when they come back from the war. I thank them for their service. I thank them for the risking their lives for freedoms of people here. But then you can say I can't really say the country did you dirty, but the situation did you dirty. You know what I mean? And your mind's not right. And a lot of them come back, don't want to take the proper steps to get their mind back into civilian mode. Right? And they might act like a normal person to you, but when they're home, they might be a totally different person. Y'all get what I'm saying? So there have to be things to protect people. Now, some people can lie. Now, you have to take this like any other thing where you might be arrested. Right? You're innocent until proven guilty. But they're going to hold your motherfucking firearms until everything gets worked out. You might have to spend a lot of money. You might have to get a lawyer. But that's just the way everything is set up right now. If you want to change that, you go to your legislature and stuff, and you get laws or whatever passed and stuff. That's the American way. But the laws that are here today was set up by the people of the United States. The Illuminati didn't put them laws there. The white supremacists ain't put those laws there. The people of the United States put those laws in place. Because we voted for all these people. The people voted for them. Right? And this is a case I'm going to show y'all of somebody that might be involved with one of these militia groups or pro-gun right groups and stuff like that. Because you say you pro-gun rights, that shit could just be a what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say calling card, not a calling card, but like a code name or something. I'll just say it like that. Like a code word for other types of maybe extreme ideologies. You pro-gun rights, and you like people that might say that might be involved with other stuff that isn't really what America is all about. Right? But let's just check this out. Let's check this out. Let's go.
Police now guarding the street where their attempt to enforce the new red flag law turned fatal hours earlier. Around 5:15 in the morning, Anne Arundel County Police say they came to a home on Linwood Avenue near Broadview Boulevard to take weapons from 60-year-old Gary Willis. They say two officers knocked on the door and Willis answered, armed with a handgun. Sergeant Jacqueline
All right.
says at first...
Red flag right there. How the cops knock on your goddamn door, you gonna open the door with a handgun in your hand? What does that tell you? He already knew that they was coming. 1. 2, he don't like law enforcement. Or 3, which I just forgot. My mind slipped. But y'all can get what I'm saying. Let's go. See, it's already a bad situation. But these, sometimes, the people that react and do things like this are those people that I'm talking about. And they're crazy. They might not be in a Hebrew Israelite group. They might not be part of the Ku Klux Klan. They might not be a skinhead, white supremacist, or neo-Nazi or whatever the fuck. Like, no communist or whatever. But some of these people that are serious about their guns and stuff like that, you got to look deeper into them, into their history and what they're about. Just like the case we got with Tia and Jeremiah Judah, Mr. Anton Montez Hayes. She had no clue that this man was in a goddamn black supremacist group, like Hebrew Israelites and shit. She had no fucking clue. This man was living a double life. He didn't get his way. Now, I explained to her, too, that the devil will try to kill you on his departure. When he don't need you no more, when he finds out his meal ticket is done, when he finds out he can't manipulate you no more, that's when the violence starts. That's like prison shit. Like, I had to cuss a dude out the other day about that shit. I'm like, dude, we're not in fucking, this is not we, motherfucker. I ain't never been in the goddamn penitentiary. Ass have, and you've been in there too fucking long. So now you out here trying to put in place penitentiary rules and laws and politics and shit. Nigga, motherfucker, this the real world. This ain't the fucking penitentiary. If you want to live like that, take your ass back there. And when you get there, tell them Killer B ain't coming. Y'all get what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's finish watching.
He put the gun down and stepped outside to talk with police.
He was fine with the officers until they told him, hey, we're serving you with this order, and this order orders us from the court to take your guns.
At that point, she says Willis went for his gun. One of the officers tried to grab it out of his hand.
Just a second ago, you're not gonna take my goddamn guns. You goddamn bastard, you goddamn fascist and all this fucking shit. I can imagine how this shit went. You ain't taking my goddamn guns. Now, what should a person do? Should a person immediately start a shootout with the police? If you're a gun owner and the cops knock on your door right now and ask you for your firearms, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna say fuck you and grab your rifle and start a shootout with them? Do you think that's wise? Now, you don't want to give up your guns because you know your constitutional right? So, what's your other rights as an American? Take your shit to court. You don't need your firearm every goddamn day, every fucking second, every minute of the motherfucking day. When the last time you had to protect yourself with your firearm? But it might happen tomorrow. You might need it. But a situation happened that caused you to have your guns confiscated. So what should you do in that case? Choose who you around. Choose the right decisions. If your girl lied on you and called the cops and say he got a gun, he threatened to kill me yesterday, right? You know the bitch crazy when you started fucking with her. And two, you ain't had to tell that woman you a firearm owner. So you have to be careful of who you let in your circle in the first place so you don't get caught in those situations. And it's preventative. People know if they fucking with a crazy bitch or a crazy motherfucker. They know that shit from the beginning. But their emotions, they might want some ass and shit. They might want some shit, some D or whatever from this motherfucker. He might look good or whatever. And all that, the common sense will go right out the window. Just like I said, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you. Common sense. Y'all get what I'm saying? Let's go.
And Willis pulled the trigger. That bullet didn't hit anyone, but it prompted the other officer to open fire, shooting and killing the gun owner.
Let's say no one gets killed.
That's right. And light his motherfucking ass up. That what was supposed to happen. These cops there just doing their fucking job. These cops ain't got no. They probably want motherfucker. They don't want nobody taking their guns either. But the proper thing is do is hand over your fucking guns and you have your day in court. It's just that simple. Because you got to go get your permit. You can't just go to the store and purchase a firearm. And well, not some states I think you can. But say like Connecticut, you can't just go and just pick up a motherfucking firearm at the gun and shit and go at the store and go home with that motherfucker. And I don't think no state you could do that. You gotta have a background check right there. I know some states is quick. They can just make a phone call and you be good in a few minutes. And you can walk out the door of that motherfucker. Right? You can't just go there and like, give me a gun. It's my right to have it. You a convicted felon. Oh, it's my right to have a gun. Hell, motherfucker, no, motherfucker. You just robbed 15 goddamn banks and shot 5 people and shit with a gun, and you out of prison now. You talking about you want a firearm. Is you stupid? They're American citizens. Are y'all fighting for the rights for them to have firearms? Nope. A lot of the gun right motherfuckers is malicious motherfuckers. They don't want them niggas having no goddamn guns in the first goddamn place. In the first goddamn place. And y'all motherfuckers know I'm right. Should niggas have guns? Hell no. Look at the society now, these niggas and shit out here with the guns. Y'all gotta people gotta start putting the same standard that they put our other motherfuckers on themselves. You get some motherfucker that talk good, and you be in a like the hood, a white person people hood. You could be somewhere in the Midwest or goddamn Pennsylvania somewhere and shit with a whole bunch of broke white folks, and you get this motherfucker and shit talking about your gun rights and all this shit and how you could prevent these niggas from breaking in your houses and shit. And 9 times out of 10, where all these people exist, there's no black people or very few black people. And in a lot of the cases, a lot of the black people are economically more well off than them. This is where you see a lot of these militias and these white extremist groups. So I'm talking about both today. I'm talking about the black extremists and the white extremists. So there's another video. I don't want to fuck up the video and have other types of shit on my screen to show it to y'all. But there's a man is that Seattle? Somewhere in Washington State. He was part of a militia type group that believed in Adolf Hitler and Charles Manson, and how Charles Manson was committing these murders and stuff to try to start a race war. And this man was going out and training, brainwashing all these people on some cult shit, and had like little training camps where he was training these people how to shoot guns and do tactical like warfare, guerrilla warfare type stuff. And they went and confiscated all his motherfucking guns. They didn't arrest him. They didn't arrest him for it, but they took the motherfucking guns. Why? So do y'all think he should be able to do that shit? Under the guidance of Charles Manson and motherfucking Adolf Hitler? He should have a right to have them motherfuckers? And a lot of times, a lot of you people support these people, and they'll take your support. They'll take it. But right when they get to where they need to go, guess what happened to you? You got to go now. You got to go. You help build them up. That's why you don't help a motherfucker and shit that I don't want to say not doing as good as you, but you don't help a motherfucker that don't respect you. You don't help a motherfucker like that because you're gonna help them, and guess what they're gonna do when they get equal with you or above you or close to equal with your situation, their situation, your situation and shit. They're gonna get you the fuck up out the way. I know some of y'all, a lot of y'all probably have friends and stuff like that. They use you and all that type of shit and just turn on you. As soon as you get them there, they might have been a dirt bomb ass motherfucker. You helped them get a job and you did all this shit, and they see, they fucking your wife. Or doing some other type of shit. Setting you up on some shit to get your ass out the way. Backstab you at the job to get your job position. And they had that all planned from the jump. They had it all planned from the jump. So, with that, I'm going to get up out of here and stuff. Thanks to all my supporters. Please hit that like button. Subscribe. I'm going to do my supporter shout out. If any of you like to send me a donation as just as a thanks for the content, or you got some suggestions and stuff, or whatever, you can hit my Cash App, $Coltbuster, CULTBUSTR. Yeah, so let me start the supporters list. Sister P, Nagy Springfield, Scary YT Streets, Arcader GT, Siberia Sleeping Serpent, Josh, Myron Edwards, Bill Hill, Sahara Jr., Yasu Victor Always, Alana Rubinite, and my main man Sam Miguel TV. And with that, yo, I'm up out of here. I'm going to be uploading some more videos today, so just keep your eyes peeled and stuff. Y'all can check this out on your own and stuff, and just see what this guy got to say. But this guy's a lawyer, and I'm pretty sure he's like some kind of gun rights lawyer, probably. I don't know, but just check it out. But you got to be you have to listen to these people. Like, you got to hear them. Not just listen, you got to hear them, what they saying. And you'll start to see all the little holes in what they're saying. And that they're just pushing an agenda. Know what I mean? For whatever type of group they might be involved with and stuff like that. And all you people that have plans of getting in these groups and gangs or like little so-called organizations, just be cautious of what their real intentions are. Because you can get jammed up in a whole lot of shit. And you could just be a regular family man that thought this was a good idea. And next thing you know, your ass in federal prison and shit for 30 years. Under some RICO shit or something. So, it's on y'all. Y'all can listen to Killer B or not listen to Killer B and shit, right? So, you're responsible for your own shit. So, with that, y'all, I'm up out of here. Peace.